worried about my future, what my future self is going to be like. And one thing that I always remember is like, there are certain scriptures in the Bible that I really love. Yeah, that I walk with like every single day. If you pay attention, you will actually see hashtag mostly using a specific one. But there's this other one that stood out to me, and it goes well with the one that I really love. And so yes, I'm an overthinker. I think a lot, and at this age, and you see, you don't want to reach a certain place in your life, but the good thing about it is that you're healthy, you're doing good in a sense of health wise. You may have your low days and your high days, but I'm talking about myself. But the scriptures that I like, or that's what I love, that I use every single day, is Jeremiah 29 verse 11. And I'm starting to dive into it more because I want to understand every word that it's saying and how it speaks to my soul. So funny enough, I was at an event at church last night, and it was pretty much a woman ministry because we're having this fresh oil conference coming up. So this is like a kickoff to it, and there was a bunch of questions that was thrown out to us, and person stood up and did their thing. So funny enough, I got in my spirit that with Jeremiah 29 verse 11 that says, "For I know the thoughts and the plans that I have for you. They are plans of good and not of evil. They are plans to give you a hope and a future." And again, as I try to unpack it myself. And it's funny enough, it just came back to me that he says in Jeremiah 1 verse 5 again, that I knew you before you were born. So I don't know about anybody else, but for someone to know you before, for someone to know what your life is going to be like before you are even born, who am I to even worry about what my life is going to be like when it is already written that he alone knows the thoughts and the plans that he have for me? And I'm just here driving, and it came back to me. So yeah, that cut short. So I was saying, if the scripture states that in Jeremiah 1 verse 5 says, "I know you before you were born," right? And then he come again and he says in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, right? He said, "Because I know the plans and the thoughts that I have towards you, plans for good and not of evil." So I'm just saying, if it is written and it says, it states that, as much as it's hard not to worry, as much as it's hard not to think where your life is going, that's one of the reasons I want to unpack that scripture, because I want it to sink so deep within my soul. So I just go on my day-to-day basis, not worrying, or trying my utmost best. And I'm practicing now because I don't have any health issues at my age, and everything maybe not be how I want it to be, but guess what? I am in a good place, and I even know there's a lot more room for improvement, but I'm trying my best to stop complaining and be more grateful, because a lot of people is not at this age. A lot of people is sick. A lot of, like, every single day you hear of somebody that's sick, or somebody who has everything that they ever wanted and they're not even enjoying it. So that was just on my mind now, and I'm reflecting, and I just wanted to share. Yeah, I mean, it's just something to think about. To be honest, it's something to think about, because if I said I read the Bible every single day, I would be lying. But I am really trying to, the scriptures that's that stood out for me. I'm trying to go deeper in them, and unpacked, and I journal a lot as well. So I'm just saying, look into them. It's Jeremiah 1 verse 5 and Jeremiah 29 verse 11. So that's all I have to say. All right, happy Saturday, guys. Have a good one. It's a beautiful day actually outside. Go eat some ice cream. Bye.